Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Somewhere you could not see, in a place your feet have never stepped, your name was spoken out loud today. Not whispered, not mumbled, declared. And the weight of that sound was not small. Because when heaven calls your name, it is never casual. It is never empty. It always carries movement. Think about it. You've lived through days where you felt overlooked, ignored, dismissed. But in the throne room of eternity, your name rose above the noise. God himself said it. And when he speaks a name, he also sets things in motion. That's why you're here right now. You may think you stumbled into this message, but you didn't. You were summoned. And let me tell you something about that summons. It doesn't come lightly. God doesn't announce your name in heaven without purpose. When he speaks it, angels move, strategies shift. The atmosphere begins to rearrange around you. This is why you've been sensing tension you couldn't explain. Why things around you feel unsettled. It's not coincidence. It's a direct response to what was declared over you today. Your name was placed into the air of heaven, and heaven always responds. Now, you might wonder, why now? Why today? Why me? Because God calls a name when the time has come to mark a shift. Think of a courtroom. Everyone is waiting, quiet, expectant, until the judge speaks a name. The moment the name is announced, everything changes. The focus shifts. A new chapter begins. That's what just happened with you. Heaven turned its attention, and your story moved to the center of the room. I know you've carried seasons where your name was dragged through the dirt. People spoke it with mockery, with lies, with jealousy. Some tried to bury your reputation. Some tried to erase your presence. And maybe you even stopped speaking your own name with pride. But when God calls your name, none of that matters anymore. His voice overrides every false echo. His declaration breaks every label placed on you. His sound carries authority no one can compete with. Today, heaven didn't just call you out. Heaven called you up. And here's the part you need to hold on to. God never calls a name without attaching it to destiny. When he spoke your name, it wasn't just recognition, it was activation. You are being positioned for the next assignment, whether you feel ready or not. And that's why things may feel like they're colliding in your life right now. Not because you're off track, but because you're right on time. Let me give you an image. Picture being in a waiting room, quiet, anonymous, not sure when your turn will come. People around you are restless, some being called ahead of you, some leaving, some pacing. You wonder if you've been forgotten. Then suddenly, your name is called. The room shifts, heads turn, and whether you're prepared or not, the door opens and the moment is yours. That's what this season feels like for you. The waiting is over. The door is opening. And it's not because of who spoke about you on earth. It's because of who spoke your name in heaven. And this is what I need you to hear clearly. When your name is declared in that realm, no opposition in this one can erase it. They can doubt you. They can resist you. They can even try to block you. But once heaven has announced you, no human hand can unwrite that decree. This is why you may feel a strange boldness rising up in you, a sense of weight that wasn't there before. It's because your spirit already heard your name called, even if your ears didn't. Something in you knows the time has shifted. Dear chosen one, this is a notification from eternity. God spoke your name out loud in heaven today, not because he had to remind himself of you, but because he was reminding every power, every principality, every angel, and even your own spirit. This one belongs to me, and it's their time now. That sound broke barriers. That sound summoned resources. That sound realigned paths you thought were closed forever. And that sound is why you're here right now, hearing this. Because when heaven calls your name, earth eventually has to echo it. When your name is called in heaven, it doesn't stay in heaven. That sound begins to echo in ways you can't always see at first. It's why you might notice people looking at you differently. Some will feel drawn closer, though they can't explain why. Others may suddenly feel uncomfortable around you, even without reason. That's what happens when heaven puts weight on a name. It carries authority, and authority always stirs a response. This is why you can't take reactions personally right now. Some people aren't rejecting you. They're reacting to the sound that went out over your life. They sense the shift, even if they don't understand it. But listen closely. When God calls a name, He is not only summoning you, He is also silencing every other voice that tried to define you. Think about how many voices you've had to fight through. The opinions, the gossip, the false labels. They tried to bury you under names that didn't belong to you. Failure, unworthy, too late, too broken, too much, too little. And maybe part of you even believed those words. Maybe you started to wear those names like they belonged to you. But when God speaks your true name, it cancels every counterfeit identity. The sound of His voice breaks chains that labels created. It restores dignity that slander tried to steal. It reestablishes who you are when life tried to confuse you. So what does this mean for you now? It means you are about to see doors open that were locked tight before, not because you forced them, not because someone pulled strings for you, but because heaven already stamped your name on them. It means conversations are happening behind closed doors that involve your name. The same way your name was spoken in heaven, it is being spoken on earth, in rooms you've never walked into yet. The right people are being positioned to hear it. The right opportunities are aligning to find you. It means the weight you carry is no longer just personal survival. It is generational. Your name has become a signal, and your obedience is shaping outcomes for more than just yourself. And here's the part that makes the enemy tremble. When God calls your name, the enemy has no choice but to back off. Every scheme, every setup, every hidden trap suddenly loses authority because heaven's decree overrides it. That's why attacks may intensify right before a season like this, because the enemy senses that the announcement is coming, and he wants to distract you, discourage you, make you doubt. But once the name is spoken, it's too late. The shift has already begun. Let me give you another image. Imagine a soldier waiting in the shadows, quiet, unknown, not yet recognized by the ranks. Then suddenly, the commander calls his name in front of the entire army. In that moment, he's no longer just one among many. He's chosen for a mission. The calling out doesn't just elevate him, it changes the battlefield. Everyone now knows who he is, what he carries, and why he's been summoned. That's what happened when your name was called today. Heaven announced you to the spiritual battlefield. You were set apart for assignment. And I need you to understand something very clearly. This isn't just a poetic picture. This is reality. The reason you've survived what others didn't is because your name was marked for this moment long before you knew it. The reason your spirit still pushes forward, even when your body is tired, is because your name is tethered to a promise. So don't explain away the weight you feel. Don't reduce what God has elevated. If heaven called your name, then heaven is also backing your steps. This is why you must walk differently now, with more awareness, with more boldness, with more reverence for what you carry. Because once God calls your name, He also begins to showcase you. Not in the way the world does, not for applause or attention, but as evidence of His power, His favor, His faithfulness. You become a living testimony, and testimonies are not meant to stay hidden. So here's where you stand. You are no longer overlooked. You are no longer waiting for your turn. Your name has already been called. And because of that, your season of hesitation must end. No more shrinking back, no more second-guessing whether you're worthy, no more disqualifying yourself with excuses. Heaven has spoken, and earth will catch up. Dear chosen one, hold this truth close. The Creator spoke your name today. That means your identity is secure. That means your path is already unfolding. That means no force can erase what was declared over you. So walk forward with courage. Step into rooms knowing they've already been prepared for you. Stand firm when resistance rises, because resistance can't cancel a decree. And carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who has already been announced. Because from this moment on, you are not walking as one who is waiting to be chosen. You are walking as one who has already been called. And when you feel the weight of this message settle in, remember this. The same voice that spoke your name in heaven today is the same voice guiding every step you take. That means you don't need to question whether you're seen. You don't need to doubt whether you're ready. You simply need to respond to the call. Your name has already been declared. Your moment has already begun, and nothing can take it back. And before we finish, I want to share something with you. As a musician, I've started a second channel, Simplified Serenity, with soaking worship instrumentals for prayer, stillness, and deep rest. If you felt peace here today, take it with you into your own quiet time with God. The link's in the description. I'd love to see you there.